Good evening and welcome aboard Qantas Flight 482, headed by the Airways A320-200. Tonight we are flying from Melbourne to the Sydney. The short hop covers just 440 nautical miles with the flight time of about 1.5 hours. Weather in the Melbourne is rainy with low visibility, while Sydney expects clearer skies on the arrival. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard. This is Kanta service to the Sydney. Our flight time tonight will be approximately 1 hour. Weather here in the Melbourne is wet and breezy, so expect a slight bumpy departure. Once we are airborne, conditions should improve. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the short flight. Thank you so much. I'm captain speaking. We are ready for the pushback. Melbourne ground staff, Qantas 482, request for the pushback and startup runway. Start engine, please. Taxi line, navigation lines, beacon lines, fog lines are on. ICE and APU, ISONs. I'm Captain speaking from the flight Qantas 482. We are ready for the taxi toward that runway 27. Permission granted. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading for our runway for our departure. Please be seated and make sure you have noted your seatbelt. Thank you so much. Melbourne Tower contacts for A2 holding short runway on 27. You're ready for the departure. Contacts for A2 winds 180 at 12. Heavy wind clear for the takeoff. Runway 27. Clear for the takeoff. 6 in. Contacts for A2. Thank you so much. Gear up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our cruising altitude of 3,500 feet. Weather has a little bit rainy from this point of view. When we will reach above the skies, then we will see the weather is clear above the clouds. Thank you so much. Be seated and take a good nap. Ladies and gentlemen, we said we will face a short bumpy ride. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our cruising altitude of the 10,000 feet. Weather has cleared above the clouds, and we should have a smooth flight to the Sydney onward. The queue will be coming around with refreshment shortly. We will begin our descent in about 1 hour minutes, 1 hour later.